The potential influence of media violence is a big issue for general public, psychologists, and policy makers because, along with the development of media itself, the rate of media viewers is increasing. Based on the research that television, radio tape, video game that involve violence exposure causes a serious aggression and behavioral changing in youth generation. But there are many different opinions about this. Some studies mention that the negative effect of media violence has been demonstrated to widely population. Besides, some other researchers mention that there was no correlation between media violence and people behavior. For example, along with the development of media itself, the rate of violence actions among children and teenagers was decreased. According to the explanations, the study about this case should be created further, and this journal primarily focused on the process of related experiments. It is hypothesized that, first, influences of media violence in youth will be constantly happen over the years. Second, the frequency of exposures to violent content games at time 1 will predict serious aggressive behavior across outcome measures 1 year later. And the third hypothesis is the aggression level at time 1 will be predictive of video games exposure at time. The aim of this research is to examine whether there is evidence for every hypothesis, to examine all these hypotheses above. And the participants of these studies is recruited in this study are from a prior study of youth violence. All the participants are between 10 and 14 years old because in this age they tend to more likely engaging with video play, and the development of children still can be observed easily. In addition, the representative community sample come from local society and students from local university by non-random sampling. The method of this research is for children participants. They will be asked to list 3 of their most favorite TV channel or video games based on how much often, how much frequent they play or they consume it every day. Another participants will be asked to play violence video game for 45 minutes. At the same time, snowball sampling has been shown to be an effective sampling approach under most conditions and is better at detecting hidden populations. As may be the case with violent youth, there are institutional sampling techniques. In snowball sampling, respondents for a sample are drawn from associates nominated by an initial group of study participants. The result of this study is the influence of media violence did not relate with the age of participants. The second one, it does not relate to the consuming frequency. The third one, exposure to violence did not have direct effects on their physical aggression. The next, controlling for previous game exposure did not influence players' normative beliefs. And the last one is, the result cannot be generalized to more serious aggressive acts. Actually, the result of this research is not sure because every person has their own response to violence video or violence or media violence. And to conclude, there were no evidence to support a long-term effect of video games on aggression. Moreover, further study may wish to explore about predictor variables in the future. And thank you for your attention.